Hello everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. I'm just going to go over the trades that were in my appeared last week according to my models. I'm looking at two of them, 2025 model and NLP. So 2025 model showed up 3 times, 2 and 1. NLP was 1 and 2. I'm going to go first with NLP. This is where I buy and sell above certain times, midnight and 8:30. If we're above, I sell, and if we're underneath, I buy. I made a video on it recently on my YouTube. But these were the trades this week. There were no trades Wednesday and Thursday. Overall, the model, if I go to filter only this model, overall made 0.37 R per trade, 1 and 2. So in total, if I were to sum that up, it'd be 1.12 R. So not the best week so far that I've seen, but it's a pretty typical week. This is usually what I'd expect from this model. It still makes money, but it will lose more often than it wins, so nothing special here. Okay, so for my 2025 model, the only really day there was a perfect trade was on Wednesday, and then Friday there was no news, so I didn't even look to trade this day because I was in Montreal and I didn't want to keep me held up over something that probably won't show up, or will be low probability. But it did end up showing up. It's just you can see how slow it is, how choppy back and forth it is. This isn't really the best setup, and overall the day was not bearish. It went up for most of the day, so you can see how even though the sweep, the nice bodies were there, I don't know if I would have taken this real time because there's long wicks in both directions. But looking at the bodies, it does look pretty good, and it does end up pulling back to the midnight open beneath 830 and offers me 3.6 RR. So it wouldn't have been something bad to take, but I would have risked a lot less on this because there's no news, and we're very overextended on the daily chart, and we're trying to go short. It's just pretty scary. And on Wednesday, my model had 2 entries. So we had our sweep during FOMC, and then we had initial entry long off this inverse fair value gap. It failed, but after sweeping this 5-minute short-term price swing, we do get another clean sweep on a smaller time frame. And from a 5-minute chart, the bodies still swept, so I did everything right on the first trade. But the second trade, you can see it here, the second trade was a bit better for 4.18 RR. So overall, you're still pretty profitable. I took both trades on my top step. Going over to now the 2025 model. Going over to 2025 model, you can see the RR, the sum is 6.78, which is very profitable. And if I were to only count high impact news, which is usually what I trade and risk the most on, still pretty profitable. I'm going to also look at the average RR, 2.26. So very good. I'm pleased with this model, how it performed this week. Unusual that I trade FOMC, by the way, so I did also risk less. I always do that because it tends to move often, and you can have it sweep like this. A lot of times I've seen that happen, so I always risk less in case the first trade doesn't work out right away and it continues to sweep one more time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this next week. Good luck everyone who is going to be trading. I am looking forward to be streaming some more. I think I have 3 streams I'm going to upload on shorts to the schedule, on YouTube Shorts. But otherwise, I will see you all next week. Thank you very much for watching.